Hey everyone, it's the mid-60s. We're out west somewhere admiring that Burlington E8 on a turntable. Oh, here's something coming from the east. Well, that's a pretty well-worn F7. SD9 with the new Chinese red paint. That looks pretty sharp behind it. Well, they must have forgot to tack on a caboose today. Wind River Canyon on the Burlington. So this F7 looks a little bit different than when I got it. We're going to talk about the weathering for just a second. It's pretty cheap. So one of the first things I did, the area around the coupler, that whole pilot was way too big, wide open. So all I did was I took tiny pieces of masking tape, covered up that pilot area, used a silver Sharpie, colored it in with a thin Sharpie. I made some, they're not great looking, but they get the idea. Just some MU hoses up front. And then I took a little bit of just that normal brown craft paint. And then some of these little detailing pens here. And just put a little rust, grime, making it look like, say this F7 was built like, I haven't done anything on number 700 yet, but I'm going to say it's built about 1950, 51 or 2. And so 15 years later or so, it's going to look pretty beat. But for $0, makes it look quite a bit more prototypic for a 60s F7. And wanted to show you folks this month's or this quarter's Classic Trains. Kind of tickled. They printed my letter to the editor because the last issue, Brian Solomon's article about those silver liners in Pennsylvania, those were the ones that I rode on my FRA survey in 1984. T2 and T4. There's the inside picture. I'm sitting here to the left, looking back. But they were fast. I didn't know that. So in my article, Riding the Rails with Riley in Trains, September 2009, I talked about it, but I didn't know that they had done 156 miles an hour on the Northeast Corridor. So I wrote Brian, and they put in 2 of the pictures and put my letter. So I'm kind of tickled. This month's Classic Trains. Well, and with that, back to our regularly scheduled trains.